Everyone wave. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. That's a combination of everyone here. Um, Welcome to the Roots of Ragnarok, episode 8. We are back after Mama taking a break because I needed one, sort of thing. But we are back. I'm back in the Dungeon Master seat. But hey, guess what? We are vibing, like 100% vibing. Um, with that, we're just gonna go around the camera frames. Everyone's gonna introduce themselves and their characters. And the question that they have to answer today is if they had to choose between wearing their least favorite color or eating their least favorite food for the rest of their lives, what would they pick? Um, and we'll start with Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'll be playing Arissa, the Warlock Orc, to the Undying. I think I would pick probably my least favorite color, and that being a, like, really off purple color, because there aren't too many foods I could live with that I just don't like. Like, I wouldn't be happy if I had to eat foods I didn't like. So I could live with not having a color I didn't like on me.
All right. Next we have Fairy.
Hi, I'm Fairy. I'm playing Malkatsky, a Tabaxi monk, and I would rather wear my least favorite color, which is probably one of those awful gold colors that they have in those 70s floorings.
Oh man, like goldenrod.
Yep, yep. I'd rather wear that than eat whatever my least favorite food is. Just
What is Val's least favorite food?
I actually oh no, I know. Cabbage rolls.
Cabbage rolls. Screw Eastern Europeans here. I mean, wait, no, there's some of the y'all here. Just your food. I mean, no, wait, I love cabbage rolls. Anyway, next we have. Thank you so much. Next we have Lich.
Alright, I would rather wear green the rest of my life, but Cal would probably, being a himbo, would probably rather be, eat gruel for the rest of his life than, wear anything but latest fashions.
Because that just requires clothes.
Because that just requires clothes.
Okay.
He's stupid and he's tiny, and, he's a human barbarian.
Cool. Very nice. Thank you. And next we have Omega.
I'm Omega. I'll be playing Petra, our definitely still a paladin. She would definitely, absolutely wear her least favorite color, which would be eggshell. That is all.
Okay. And as y'all can all see, Mitchie's not going to join us today. They're doing some work on her house that caused her to not have electricity, so she can't make it. But it's okay because we still love her. But hi, everyone. My name is Val. This is my channel. I am your dungeon master for the day. You can see my wall today because that's just how things are working. And I will be taking everyone through the subcontinent of Zaius, which is it's a thing. A lot of things are happening. What's happening here? We'll get to that in a second. But first, I want to remind everyone we're a viewer-affected game. You get affected the game with your bits, subs, and donations. For every 100 biddies, you can gift anyone here a reroll. For every subscription to the channel, you can gift anyone here a nat 1 or a nat 20. I have 3 nat 1s that they can implement on me at any point, but I also have a nat 20 that I am sitting on as well. And if you just want to straight up give money to me and to the channel to support us through either coffee or Streamlabs, one coffee or one $5 donations through Streamlabs will you can just make shit happen. And there's like a level of things that you can just make shit happen. Like, I am more inclined to make the crazier things happen the more money you give me. So, like, you know, the one coffee and the $5, that's you know, pretty basic stuff. But you give me like $1 million, I'll TPK. I don't care. I just made money, and then I'll pay everybody here, like, kind of ordeal. So, yeah, no. With that, let's jump into it. Last time we played, which was about a month ago, you were all traveling back through the main roads to get back to Reno. That was sort of where y'all decided to travel to. There was an incident where you figured something was following you, and you ran into a god, or the god ran into you. That god being Malar. Luckily enough, you tried to set a trap for him, not knowing that it was a god. Only it was a god. And as creative and wonderful as you guys were, that just wasn't going to pay off. So, luckily, you were interceded by a little assassin lady that y'all had met previously. She punched it and gave you enough time to get away from it. Not before y'all were followed by some of its subordinates, which were lesser Wendigos. Luckily, Arissa is incapable of being ambushed, so despite their best efforts, you destroyed them. And I believe that is where we left off last time. You will say that you're able to, on the road, get the benefits of a long rest after this fight, wherever you guys decide to camp. I would say you are still a few days out from Reno. If you're looking on the map, you're probably here-ish, where these crossroads that go north into to Elenoris, which is a high elf city. But if you continue west, you will get to Reno. And the landscape is starting to change. It is winter, so you're more likely to have there's not a lot of green, but the landscape is changing in that it's less of like this very, very thick evergreen Pacific Northwesty type forest, and you're going into that more hill country, plains, shrubbery. Like, if any of you have ever lived in like central Texas, that's kind of how it looks like going into Reno. Not quite the desert, but definitely cold and a lot less going on in the sky.
So for us Canadians, that would be Drumheller, right?
I guess. I don't know. Like, I've never been further east than Calgary in Canada.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, no, Drumheller's sort of a coolie, deserty area.
yeah, like, or the Okanagan. We'll say even the Okanagan Valley. That's probably the other best way I can describe it for Canadians. I don't know if you've been to the valley, but that's, yeah. So, what do you guys do?
Let's see. We're heading towards Reno, yes?
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Yes. So we'll probably just get back on the road with our child and cow. I'm grumbling away in Orcish because I tried to tell them not to pursue this shit.
It went fine. Came out all right. It's great.
Roll a lot.
That means having them knock you to the ground several times, Mal, then yes.
I'm not dead, am I?
You could have been.
But I'm not.
Maybe next time I'll just leave you to die.
The cat does have a point.
The cat only has a point when she's on her feet.
Well, either way, messing with gods, maybe not the brightest move we've ever done. I will say. Maybe not.
Don't worry, God will be dead soon enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Butterfly.
Let's keep going, as our sleep was interrupted.
That's a good idea.
Alright. Tell you what, you guys spend the next couple of days traveling. Go ahead and we're gonna do survival checks for the next couple of days. So for the first day, let's do the first one. However, yeah. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, you guys don't get lost. Your first day of camp, there. Who's gonna go ahead and take up first watch? Just do quick perception checks for me, everyone. For your watches, yeah.
Passive or
Yeah, just your normal perception. It'd probably be your hearing if you can't see in the dark. We're tall. Yeah. So for the first Portal, it's why he's last. Or you just didn't wake him up. For the first night, the three of you, both in your watch, and you probably tell each other, do definitely hear the faint sound of like a pan flute being played.
Can we go check it out?
Yeah, you're absolutely welcome to check it out if, like, on Mao's watch, which is the third watch. If you want to check it out on your watch, you're totally welcome to do that.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Maybe don't.
Come on, it's fun! I want to know what the sound is! It could be those nice halfling ladies who were dancing naked, you don't know.
You know they're dead, right?
Well, it could be another group of halfling ladies who are naked.
It is
You know, last
much
time
more
we
likely
did
to
this.
try and kill you.
Yes, I agree with Petra. Plus, we are responsible for a child and cow now.
I mean, they
Be a
have to
good
find me
parent,
first.
Mao. Are you stealthy enough?
I mean, maybe.
Then by all means, go find this pan flute player.
Can I roll a stealthy thing?
Absolutely. First, roll me one more perception just to see which direction you can hear it from and about how far you think it is. A 12. Yeah, it's, you know, music-wise, even in the dead of night, shouldn't carry too far, so you figure you can stealthily get there.
Can I do my 7 as a 20 to make sure I don't get caught? Since I have
Yeah,
a-
absolutely. If you want to give up a nat
Ha ha.
20 to not get caught, what is your plus to your stealth?
It's Dex, right?
Yeah. It should be on your, well, actually, it's a
4.
plus 4, so it'd be a 24 total for your thing. Okay. Let's see if something sees or hears you. Get out my nat 20s. There's 1, 2...
Are you looking for lucky dice?
Yes. Like, always. Okay. Does not hear you. Does not hear you. And does not hear you. Alright, so you kind of go like stealthily all like through the brushes. You get on your fours and you wiggle through all the shrubbery until you come to a clearing, and you see what looks like a kind of a humanoid, sort of. It's
Okay.
it's half person, on the top, and then you see some little horns just growing out, and at the
Okay.
bottom, it's a goat. It's a goat, and they're sitting on a rock playing their pan flute, and sort of coming in and out of existence and like dancing around it. You see two dogs just blinking out, doing a dance, blinking back into, doing another dance. Yeah.
See, this was totally worth it. Totally worth it.
They're having a really good time. What do you do?
Well, so am I, so. I will sneak back and tell the group what I found.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Let's go back to sleep now.
Oh, come on! They were astral doggies! Don't you want to pet the astral doggies?
No.
Alright. Your companions do not want to go pet the puppers with you.
Sadly,
walks?
I guess I'll stay here.
Okay.
Is it my watch? Please let me roleplay this.
Yep, at your watch.
Kane is going to get up. He's going to stick a great axe into the tree, and he's literally just going to hang himself over for this watch because he can't see much of shit.
You just
He's basically falling asleep on his watch because that's how he rolled it.
Gotcha. Alright, cool.
On an axe, driven into a tree,
Alright.
like half like asleep.
Alright. Luckily for the rest of you who wake up in the morning when the sun rises and see Tall sleeping, nothing decided to ambush you. Like, sort of thing. You do not hear the pan flute anymore. It seems to have moved on. But, around Tall, in the snow, you do see dog footprints.
See, maybe we could have gone and pet the doggos. They didn't eat the himbo.
Yeah, but they also just might have taken our friendliness as provocation.
Y'all can all roll nature checks to see, like, if you just have any information based on the description that what Mao had told y'all. Look at Arissa. There's a reason why Arissa said no. Yes.
Arissa's been around the world a couple times.
So, you know, by the description, the goat person playing the flute was probably a satyr. And from what you understand with the dogs blinking in and out, they were blink dogs. Both of them are fae creatures. So, and, you know, fae they are what they are, kind of thing. So there's that. Sometimes you luck out with them, and sometimes you get hags. Like, so, you know, it's, it could have been a tit for tat if you had decided to interact with this person, these fae creatures, but you didn't. So you continue on to the second day. We'll say you have one more sleep before, you get to Reno. So go ahead and roll one more survival check. Oh man, it's a good thing, Pedra. Like, it's a good thing that, like, your friends are way better at this than you are. Like,
I'm not much better. I'm just rolling hot.
yeah, like, you're not that much better, but, you know, luckily your other two friends are way better at this. Yeah, you guys don't get lost again. The road is fine. There's no, in fact, the closer you get to Reno, not necessarily the warmer it gets, it's still very cold, but it's a very clear day, so you're not too much worried about it snowing or storming or anything like that. So at the very least, there's that. And of course you get another sleep, so let's go ahead and roll perception for your watches. And obviously, your elf friend is there too, and she's making you guys food and all of that good stuff. In fact, I should probably be rolling stuff that she makes in the morning for you, because I think she did stuff. Cool. Alright, so perception. Awesome. And I'm going to assume this is the order that you guys go in as well.
Mhm.
That's just how I'm going to feel today. So once again, towards the end of the night with Mal. Mal, what are you doing on your end watch? Like, as the morning kind of comes, what are Mal's rituals before waking everyone up? How does Mal go about her watches?
Well, since I rolled so nicely,
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably be trying to watch and going over my forms since I do martial arts
Mm-hmm.
before everybody gets up.
Okay. As you're doing your martial arts, almost out of nowhere, you just hear a voice kind of behind you go, "Your form could use work."
Excuse me?
And you turn around, and it's that lady that saved you from the god, looking a little haggard, but has somehow caught up to you.
Oh. Hi, lady person. Thank you for saving us from the giant god guy. He was kind of scary.
Yes. And she sort of like moves her hand from her side, and you see like this gash on the side of her body that doesn't seem to be healing. It's like, I think your group owes me something for that.
I think that's fair. Would you like to take a seat and put your feet up and maybe get something to eat?
Please.
Melody loves eating people.
That's good. I don't particularly need to eat, but maybe it will help.
Well, I mean, it'll maybe give you some energy so that you have a little bit more time to heal there, because that wound looks kind of bad.
And she like moves, and she looks very perplexed. It's supposed to heal, but I suppose even my capabilities have a hard time healing the curses of gods.
Yeah, well, they are gods, so...
Right. She sort of sits down, just... It does smell nice here. When you guys wake up in the morning, you have a companion with the lot of you.
I thought we
Group of
talked
new
about
friends!
bringing in strays.
To be fair, this stray did stop an entire god.
Okay. Hello? Again, I suppose? For the
Hello.
third time now?
Hello.
I don't think you've properly introduced yourself.
You watch as she thinks on that for a moment, almost as if, like, she's picking what she says to you very carefully. You can call
I'm
me
Petra.
Ryu.
Okay,
Yes.
Ryu it is.
Thank you.
That
You, I'm out.
works.
Hi, Mal. None of you happen to be high-level clerics or paladins?
We have a paladin, but
I don't know how useful she is.
High level is debatable.
What do you need specifically? Perhaps it would fall into our paladin's wheelhouse if we knew what you needed.
She kind of stands up and you see like the three-clawed kind of like gnash in her rib cage. She's like, I took on Millar far too soon. And she looks at all of you as if it's like your fucking fault that she had to do that. And it seems that this wound is cursed and not healing.
I can try my best here. I don't have any way to remove curse of any kind. I just have regular healing. So I'm not actually going to be very helpful in this particular scenario.
I have a natural healing ability that it hasn't helped, so maybe yours could.
That's worth a shot. Guess I'm going to give her a solid 20 HP from the healing hands. Just poke her side.
She seems to perk up, like, just, it does give her more energy. However, like, the wound itself does not close. You can make a medicine or an arcana check if you'd like.
Don't really got nothing.
Yeah, you don't really got anything. With a 10, that's what you see. She perks up, but the wound doesn't close. So there's like an exasperated sigh. Thank
Would
you.
you like to join us? We're headed to a city. Maybe you can find some help there.
That was my plan. she's like, there might be someone in Reno that can help me.
Well, you've got a cow you can ride, so.
I caught up to you. I'm capable of walking, thank you.
Also, I don't believe the cow is large enough for her to ride in the first place.
She's like 5 feet nothing, probably weighs 120 pounds wet. Like...
Well, never mind.
So, like, she's not a very... She's Japanese. She's not very big. Like, that's how she's coded anyway. So, thank you. For sure.
Then by all means, join us.
Thank you. I will not take up your resources. I don't need them, I promise. Let me see what... Speaking of resources, as you guys are making shit for breakfast, let's see what Melody can do for her abilities right now. I don't think she has...
I think she gets to level 6.
Oh, yeah, her culinary creations.
Yeah.
No, it's at 3rd level. You gain the ability to quickly conjure magical refreshments for your allies. As a bonus action, you can spend one of your bonus inspirations to magically create a small flagon of ale or a morsel of food. The food or drink is consumable by magic. The creature gains a number of hit points equal to... Okay, so that is all she can get at level 3. She will make that for everyone. Like a daily morsel for everyone to have. It's essentially... It's cookies. It's definitely cookies. She makes cookies that she gives to everyone for the day. So, let's see what she has to roll. A Bordic Inspiration dice. She's at a D8 right now, I believe, or a D6. She's at
I do not know. I ever played Bard.
Cool. So she's gonna give you guys these morsels. We'll have a total of 8 HP connected to them. So if you fight for the day, you can eat this and it'll cover 8 HP for you. Everyone gets a cookie. Hi, here's everyone's cookies. It's nice to meet you, Ryu. And she like hands over. It's like I think I did a pretty good impression right there. Like super excited to cook for a new person, and she already knows that Ryu likes her cookies. Oh god, I just real named her. So yeah, you guys have the next morning. If you make pretty good survival checks, you should be able to make it there for nightfall to the city of Reno. Reno. Blah, blah, blah. Reno. So that's some survival checks from everyone. And I roll an average. And I'm going to actually roll for our girl here, your companion, to help you guys out.
Like the warlock, that's the most survival-y.
Right. Yeah, she's
The paladin with the least wisdom.
She's not looking great. But luckily between Arissa and Petra, y'all are able to not get lost once again. It's a road, you're fine, and before you know it, you have arrived back into the city of Reno. It is nighttime, so it's probably around 5 o'clock in the evening, so it's getting dark. As normal days, it's pretty lively. What would you like to do now that you're back in the city?
Do we have accommodations here, or do we need to go find accommodations?
You definitely need to find accommodations. Okay. They're your options for the things that you've met in the city. You have the option of returning to the Hot Cop, which seems weird to say now because ACAB. Officer Alba is his name, and the Priestess of Saloon to report to you on your findings. So there's that.
Yeah, this has been a campaign.
Yeah, this has been a campaign. There's that. Y'all can go ahead and just roll me a general intelligence check or a wisdom check, depending on what's higher for y'all, to just know what's in this city for y'all to do. Because y'all have been here before. So, just intelligence or wisdom. Petra, look at you.
Damn.
Petra!
Maybe I shouldn't talk so much shit.
So, Petra, we'll start with you. Things that you know that's in the city. One, it's a city of degenerates, so let's start there. Despite, kind of think of a combination of Amsterdam, New Orleans, and Las Vegas in one city. That's what you're getting in this town. So you're definitely gonna have parades celebrating something. There's a lot of drinking. There is a very infamous brothel here, called the Succulent Peach. That is run, that you know will cater to anyone and everyone's needs. You know that there's a lot of criminal organizations that originate in this town, and they have essentially their own neutral zone within the city that they all get jobs at, and where they all, that the police don't go to, the guards don't go to. It's a very self-governed kind of place, but of course, like, even after they leave, it's sort of like all fair is game. So there's those organizations that are there. You can pretty much get anything and everything that you want in the city. The nobles that live here are actually, because there is a noble family here that is mostly compromised, of humans. Their last name is the Torrens. And you know that the Torrens are trying to bid for the next election, as most nobles are. Which, you know, it's not for another 5 years, but they're still, like, already campaigning to bid elections and shit like that. But yeah, that's what you know with your 20. Some stuff that goes on here in Reno.
Why did we come here again?
Because our job was started here.
That does make sense.
And we intend to get paid.
Indeed we do.
Mm.
Well, y'all know where the job is, so I'm gonna follow you.
Let's find an inn first. I need to bake a pie first for a priest to celebrate our joint efforts towards this discovery.
Can you bake, Arissa?
I'm going to have Melody bake, as she is the much better pie maker.
Fair enough.
Why pie specifically?
Those pies are delicious.
They're
Fair
also
enough.
infinite.
Well, they're not really infinite so much as they are an ever-ending series. I mean, it's not really. Yeah.
A never-ending story.
This is a song that never ends. Then it goes on and on, my friend.
I'll just go find us an inn and get some drinks for everybody and ask if Melody and I can make a small little, like, you know, those little cute little pies you give.
Like a
little,
tart.
Yeah, little
Like a
individual
yeah.
tart.
So, as you guys sort of enter and like we're gonna go find an inn, your assassin companion is like, "Thank you for the company. I will take my leave and find the person I need to find here."
Melody Fox ladies recently? Sorry, I just wanted to ask.
She tilts her head very curiously at you. Fox ladies? Ah, you mean the one that I killed?
Yeah, I just wanted to know, you know, just for clarity's sake.
Yes, I killed her.
I'll have you know, you made this fine young lady an orphan. That's all. You can go.
It's not the first child that I've orphaned.
Petra, I do not think that you are going to appeal to her sense of conscience here.
I know. It makes me feel better on the inside, though.
Well,
Please,
we
try
all...
and get along for 5 minutes while I go bake a pie.
And you hear in a message the lady, your Ryu, to you. It's just like, don't eat that pie. Like, yay, thank you. Thank you, Spirit Studios, for the raid. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Yeah, so she's gonna take her leave with that, and you guys go to the inn. Yeah, what, do you want to go to the previous inn that y'all were at before?
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
have a reputation there.
Yeah,
So-
you have a reputation there. I don't remember what I had named it originally. Was it the Milked Goat? Was that it? No, that's the Dwarf Bar in Biscay. Just looking real quick. Midnight Blues. These are notes. I think it's called the Pleasant Door. I think that is actually where you guys are at, or at the Pleasant
Well,
Door.
If it wasn't,
Mhm.
it is now.
Yep, that's what it is now. We're at the Pleasant Door. It's baking so much. So yeah, you go to the Pleasant Door. You are immediately hear the sound of a bard playing inside the tavern. A strange instrument called an acoustic guitar. He's doing that. And then, what? Oh, BRB. Just gonna mute her real quick. There we go. There's a bard playing. If you guys look his way, I'll describe him if you don't care about him. That's fine. And of course, you have like the barkeep, who, if I remember correctly, was just a human from before, and she waves you over, recognizing you. It's like, good evening. How can I be of service to my former patrons?
We would like a few rooms. Melody and I would like to make use of your kitchen. I need to make a pie as a gift for somebody. Ale all around, 2 for the tall, beautiful one, 3 for the small halfling, and none for the cat as she's lost her right to drink.
Alright, just,
Also 1 for the cow.
1 for the cow, that's right, the cow. Why is
The
there...
cow gets 4.
Why is there a cow in my bar? Like...
It is our service cow.
Well, I can't legally deny your service animal inside of my bar, so I guess. But is he off? Is that why he's drinking? Is he off duty?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? That is a persuasion check. Please do it at advantage, because we'll say that your melody is assisting you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
23.
23. The cow is both allowed in, and you will have access to the kitchen.
Alright. Just kind of put the cow in a corner. Put a few drinks in front of her.
In front
The
of the
child
cow.
next to the cow.
Right.
And tell her you have to study now that we are off the road. 2 pages today, and then you can take a break.
What am I studying?
I'll give her some magic that I know, like cantrips and stuff that she can learn, and say, copy this and learn this.
Okay, just teaching this child to be a wizard. Like, I love it. You're not a wizard, but you are teaching this child to be a wizard.
It's transferable skills.
It's true. It is transferable skills. All right. Well, she will just look at it and she'll be like, I don't know what some of these words mean, though.
Ask Petra.
Petra, what does this word mean?
Petra's going to look at it and be like, what language is this in?
It's common.
Oh, right. Okay. That's
You-
helpful. Uh-huh.
Do you
Not gonna lie, I
understand
don't
how
read
to
common.
read?
I can read halfling fine. This is note.
Ask the cat.
I mean, I'm a martial artist. I don't know nothing about magic.
You can help her read words, can't you?
I mean, I could tell her how to pronounce them. Doesn't mean I know how they're, the
That's
meanings
all
of
she
them.
needs.
Okie dokie, I could try.
Yeah.
Does this mean I get booze, though?
Yes, you will earn an allotment of booze if you do this.
Yay!
Homeschooling in a tavern. I like it. Cool. I'm gonna run an ad break real quick because I have to pee. But conspire against me while I do this. All right, 60-second ad break. Let's go. All right, I'm in the bathroom.
How did Arissa become mom?
By being the smartest one.
Her intelligence is in the eye. She's just very wise and practical about things.
You're large and in charge. That's what I can say.
Petra's neither wise nor intelligent.
And I'm the himbo.
I mean, she's just like, this is how you should do it, right? I don't know. I don't know how to do things. That seems right.
We have 2 adoptive moms, so you and Melody and Alfred and Ann.
Oh no. Arissa can't be mom.
It's a Steven Universe situation here we've got.
Yeah. Oh no. Arissa can't be Pearl. Arissa is Pearl. She can't be Amethyst, because... No, Mao's Amethyst, if anything. Petra and Toll can be a combined Garnet. And I realize Arissa can speak Halfling. So she'll translate things for you, Petra, if you can't understand things in common. She'll just write it down and say, this is what it is in Halfling.
Alright, I'm back, also with water, because, I'm thirsty.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. It's very important to y'all. Alright, so, the three of you begin teaching. Well, probably not tall. The three of you begin teaching this small child how to read and enunciate words. And Melody and Arissa go to the kitchen to bake a tart. You know, I hate to play somebody else's character, but Melody's like, okay, what should we do anything special? Like, what kind of pie are we making?
I'll pull out the golden apple. Apple.
Ooh, that's so pretty.
You cannot eat this. It's not for you.
Oh, well, I have to taste the pie to make sure it's okay.
No. It is poisonous to your people.
To elves?
Yes.
Okay.
It is a delicacy among the Orcish people.
Aren't you feeding it to an elf?
They're a cleric. They can nullify the poison. You cannot.
I think you have to persuade Melody. Like, I think you're gonna have to straight up persuade her.
16.
Alright, it's just gonna be a general charisma on her end. Oh, man. She is gonna be like, I don't think I'm actually very comfortable with... Arissa, why do you need to make this pie with a deadly apple?
It is Orcish custom. It's how we greet our friends and allies.
That's a deception check. Like...
25.
Yeah, it's really good. You guys... okay,
They are a cleric, Melody. They can nullify the poison. It is simply a gift and a custom among my peoples.
what is...
I will tell them personally, Melody, that this pie is poison and what our customs entail.
Okay. Well, I don't really have a reason to not trust you, so, okay. I'm gonna have her roll her cook's utensils, to make something. Do you want to assist her? Are you assisting her in cooking?
Yes, I mean, I assume Arissa knows basic cooking and chopping and things you need to survive.
Yep. We're gonna use her cast iron skill at strength.
That's Kate is stupid. Kate's gonna want to see Melody whatever it is.
Well, you're not there. You're in a completely different room. So you're not there. You're with the small child, listening to somebody play like a cover of a Nine Inch Nails song in the like It's beautiful. It's a beautiful song. But like that's essentially what's happening in the tavern right now, not in the kitchen. Okay, so
We're also teaching you how to read.
I actually know how to read.
Let's see. Cook utensils. She just didn't have it in her proficiencies, so I'm just gonna drag that in there.
The problem is, it's an undercommon.
You can write undercommon, just not common. Okay, so we're gonna have her roll.
No, I probably can write commons instead of third grade level.
Mm-hmm. I'm using her cast iron skillet. I'm gonna have her roll charisma for it because she's a bard at advantage.
This is gonna be the best poison pie ever.
It is the best. Like, yo, the 7 dwarves couldn't save anyone from this pie, okay? Like, just straight up some good ass pie. It smells amazing with the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the vanilla. Like, this is a great pie. People want to eat it, and that's a problem. Kind of thing. But you make this pie. The rest of you, as the baking is going on, other than teaching this small child, what are y'all doing?
I'm teaching her about how capitalism is wrong. The manager doesn't actually do any of the work. If you just cut out the middleman, you'll be fine.
But how do you organize labor?
Well, I mean, it's not that hard. Look at, like, just don't worry about it there, Petra. It's big thinking.
Okay. We're gonna drink now.
Oh yeah, like that's going to make this better.
As y'all are drinking, one of the tavern people come and in front of all three of you also place their finest ale. And they're like, this is from the, they nod over to the bard.
Is it poisoned?
Why would
I
we
look over to him and I say, I like you, but no, we're not sleeping tonight.
You look over at the bard, finally, since someone is looking at him. He is, you know what? He's probably about as tall as you, Kane. He's got blonde hair, it's to his shoulders, very himbo. He looks like a well-shaven Viking. Like, he looks like a Viking that has shaved his beard. We'll say that. He's got piercing golden eyes, where normally, if you look like your inner lid is normally pink, his is black. And he just tips his drink to you and gives you a nod and winks at all three of you. And continues to play.
Can I help you with anything?
No, I just... We're all doing it. Hold up, let me get this guy's voice. Nah, I just, you all looked really nice teaching that kid and that idiot how to read. I appreciate that in women. Can I help you?
I'm not sure I'm drunk enough for this.
Same.
That's why I bought beers. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Consent is important. Uh, you know, it's okay. I did it for everyone here. I had to get rid of this over. You know, just saying hi is all.
Hi.
Hey. Well, that's awkward. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to playing Johnny Cash now. Name's Gray. If I see you around, say hi.
I'm gonna turn to Petra and be like, what was that? You're muted.
I don't know. He seems annoying.
I mean, you can insight. Like...
Small child, what do you think?
So what does a small child think? I think he reminds me of Mommy and Daddy and Uncle Jesso. He's got...
Yeah, I'm gonna take a 20 there.
You're gonna take a 20 on your insight? I mean, he was definitely flirting. Or trying to. So there's that. Did you have a 20?
I gave it to him at the beginning of stream.
That's right, you did. You did give it to him at the beginning of stream.
And then I gave her one.
Yep. So, you guys are down each of one. Yeah. He was definitely flirting. He is straight up a were creature. Just from his physical features, right? But you know, he's also really hot. Way hotter than Jesso. And Jesso was hot too. But like, just naturally hot. And yeah, that's what your insight tells you. You guys return with the pie.
That pie smells really good. Can we have some?
No. As I wrap it up. I'm tired. I'm in a little moment. I will be back in an hour or so. Do not destroy the place.
Would you like company?
No. It's just a delivery.
Would you like dumb company?
I feel as though maybe this particular delivery might have some element of danger inherent in it.
Why would a pie delivery have danger to it? Are you bringing danger with you?
No, usually you are.
No, usually they
I'm a
get it.
formidable person, so I would be fine. I can take a Wendigo on, I can take gods on. I think I can take on a pie delivery.
Okay.
To infinity and beyond.
I'll lay down some gold coins. Drink. Mal, you get 5 more to your tally as you've helped everybody.
Yay! I'm gonna call the waitress or waiter over and be like, hey, more booze, please. Also, do you have a union?
Are you unionizing a bar patron?
Maybe.
Good for you. You should be proud of your accomplishments.
Well, I'm
But
gonna
what if
try
the
my
unions
best.
become just as oppressive as the companies themselves?
Then you tear down the unions.
Power to the people, man.
Arissa, the bartender, gives you a shot. It's like from the guy over there. He says, you guys are doing a great job with that kid.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Turn to the bard.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I will have this later.
It's a shot. You should probably save it now.
I'll set it on the table.
Mm-hmm.
If this is gone when I return, I will be furious at all of you.
I feel like
Alright.
that was directed at me.
It was directed
was.
at all of you.
She
No
appreciate
puppies if you mess this up.
No puppies. And yeah, no, Melody is like, we really want puppies. We're getting a puppy. Like, please don't mess this up. And, like, she puts like an empty, like, like ale mug on top of the shot to like protect it. Like, it just like watches it intently.
Take my pie and say, the rooms are paid for if you need to sleep. I trust you all not to start bar fights, pit fights with the local, or upset the bar.
Why are we
You
allowed
can
to upset
only
the bar?
promise not to do those first two.
Because I don't want to pay for a new instrument should it break.
Appreciate that.
Alright. I walk out with my pie.
Okay, so where are you going with the pie? We're gonna have a party split here. I'm very intrigued with this.
She was a...
Cleric of Saloon. She
You
was
saw
also.
my map, right?
They're still playing it off as her being assassinated. So
Right,
she's under protection of the local authorities.
Just to remind you, you still have my map, and you're smart enough to remember that, while yours Kane wouldn't.
Okay.
Yes.
Map of the city? Okay.
I
So,
would have it tucked away somewhere.
Mhm.
But if I recall she being at the local authority, I would go there.
Yeah.
To the police station.
alright. You go to the station and you're greeted at the desk by that one nervous officer that y'all met that one time. And like he's just going through paperwork, like doesn't notice you at first. Then it's like, oh, it's you. Oh, I'll get you're back. Great, you're back. Okay.
I
I'll
need to see our friend.
yeah, I'll get Alba for you. I'll just come back. Come on.
Go.
Come. He's like ushering you towards like the back.
Why are you nervous? You are an officer of the law. You should hold your authority with great confidence.
You're a very scary lady. And he ushers you to go like sit at Alba's desk to wait for him, and you're greeted by Sergeant or whatever title he has, Captain Alba, and he's like, Miss Cornhob, it's good to have you back. Assuming he kind of looks around. Where are your other companions?
They are at the bar teaching our small daughter and her cow about reading words that involve magic.
I'm sorry. You're what?
We adopted.
Anyway, did you find out anything about the attempt on the priestess' life?
A bit, but my party is more informed than as I see it as a natural cycle of things, but we believe it was another god trying to take the life of the priestess.
Another god? Looks
Yes.
incredibly confused. What god?
The shapeshifter one.
Movar?
Yes.
That's a deception roll for me, please. Based on his insight.
9.
Ooh. Maybe that's just making 20s. There's one. The That doesn't seem accurate. What are you holding back from me? I gave you a job based on recommendations. What are you not telling me, Arissa?
Perhaps you should go see our companions at the bar. There is someone there who is very informative.
Who would that be?
A friend.
A name?
There are no names I can give you here.
It's a police station.
Yes, and I don't trust the police.
So you came here just to tell me.
I did not come here for you.
Well, why are you here?
I have a gift for the priestess.
Okay, from who? What is it?
It's an apple pie.
Alright, I will make sure that she gets it.
It's a gift from my people to hers. It's supposed to be delivered in person.
Persuasion. She's still in hiding, so I don't just want random people going to give her things. I will have you escorted then.
That is acceptable.
He's gonna call over a nervous officer.
Just look down at the nervous officer. Have you become less cowardly in the moments I've been departed from you?
Absolutely not, ma'am. You terrify me.
Good.
And Alba directs him. It's like, you should take the priestess. There's a gift to give to her, sort of thing. He's like, oh, sure, that should be fine. And he's going to escort you into the night, into some residential areas. But we'll go ahead and, what's everybody else doing, other than drinking and stuff?
I'm gonna ask the bartender what his wages are.
The bartender is like, well, I get by.
You want to just get by?
I mean, I'm satisfied with it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I live in
Long
the
hours?
I live in the coolest town in the world, and I get to meet people and serve them drinks and drink and listen to good music from handsome strangers. Blushes as he looks at the bard. Like,
Okay, what's up with the bard?
I'm sorry, look at him, he's hot!
I mean, yeah, but like... I
We
don't know,
clearly
he just
have
fuck
different tastes,
everybody?
then.
Huh?
Does he just fuck everybody?
Isn't that what bards do?
I
Pelody's
thought they
like,
played music.
well, I don't have sex with everyone that I meet. It's like, I don't know, he just kind of appeared here a couple of days ago. He's been playing for his wages. Says that he's just been waiting for someone to give them something, so not, he's been bringing people in, so I'm not gonna complain about it.
Well, I guess that's fair. But what's the thing that he's supposed to give?
I don't know. He
And you
didn't-
can't tell me it's the date.
Oh man, I've not seen it yet. But I don't know. He didn't tell me. He's just asked if he could camp out here and play for his room and his room and board. And I said, yeah, not a problem. He was very convincing. And he says he'll leave as soon as he gives what he has to give to people.
Have you noticed anything unusual about him?
Unusual how?
Like, is he sneaking off at night? Is he associating with a lot of the undead? I don't I don't know.
Definitely.
Unusual. Give me something.
What?
I don't think anyone here associates with the undead.
Excellent.
There was.
I think we would be able to smell that, Petra. I think we would.
There was. And looks at Mal because he knows Mal and Tall. He did have an interaction with that big lady that comes in sometimes. That it wasn't a pleasant interaction. You guys would probably know it's like that one Oathbreaker paladin that y'all ran into. That's that one time.
So the one that I chased down?
Yeah, the
fast
one.
feet?
Yeah, the one that you chased down. And she hasn't come by since, and she says that she's not coming back until he's gone. She told me that. Apparently, they know each other.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this paladin fellow?
Oh, paladin fellow? Well, lady, I think.
I think if you remember, her name is Ida.
Oh, okay. Her name's Ida.
Mm-hmm.
And we chased her down, and I think Arissa has a little bit more information than I do, but she was supposed to be involved in the murder of the...
Yeah, she gave you guys some hints on some stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
About, like, these assassination attempts.
And didn't we see her in front of the what's it called, brothel?
Yes. She was going to, a brothel, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Clearly an Oathbreaker. Good to know, good to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about it.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want to ask him, I'm sure he's willing to talk to you. If not, it's fine. Are y'all still drinking? You're running out of gold here.
Well, now I'm more interested in the mystery.
What's up, Kane?
I'm just drinking the free beer.
Okay. Now you're interested in the mystery. Okay.
I just drank what Arissa paid for and what
Right.
the bard paid for. Assuming it's not poisonous.
No, it's not. It's a really good it's the finest fucking ale in town. It's not poisonous. Like, you're fine. Like, it's absolutely fine. It's just beer. Like, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have what I had, not having, probably having too much from that,
Mm-hmm.
and heading to bed.
Okay. Cool. Tall goes to bed. What about the rest of you? Tall, do you take the small child with you? Because she's falling asleep on the table.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take the small child to Mao's room.
Okay, cool.
Why do I get the kid?
You're the cuddliest.
You prefer the cow?
I mean, I found the cow.
I mean, the cow is gonna sleep with the kid. Like, the drunk cow stumbling upstairs, like, like, trying to get upstairs, and people are like, why is there a cow here? And then all of a sudden, like, the bards start singing, like, a song about a cow. Like, because it's as if he's
Alright,
writing
yeah,
it
stick
on...
him in my room.
Alright. Okay. Let's,
Petra, do you want to help me interrogate the bard?
Yes.
yeah.
What do?
Alright. He's in between sets now. Another bard is probably taking over, so that Homeboy can sit at the bar and, throw back a couple of shots. He's sitting by himself if you guys want to go interrogate him.
I'm gonna slide over next to him and be like, hi.
Sup, pussycat?
I'm gonna sit on the other side of him and, like, my gauntleted hand onto the bar
Uh-huh.
and be like, evening. I don't believe you've properly introduced yourself.
Oh. I'm Gray.
Indeed. So, what brings you to this particular location?
I have a job to do, and I'm gonna do my job. And I just so happen to be having a good time while I do it.
So what's your job?
Interesting.
I got something to give to somebody.
Is it the bee?
That's not my job. That's my hobby.
Well, it could be your job.
Nah, it's not.
I hear it is a union.
The D?
Yes.
Well, if I ever had a job that required that, I would not be shy to provide it. I'll put it to you that way. But it's not today's job.
So what's today's job?
Today's job is to wait to see if the person that I have to give something to shows up.
Who's the person?
I don't know. I'll know when I know.
What are you giving to them?
I don't think that's any of your business.
What if we want it to be our business?
Well, it's just that it's entirely plausible that I am, as a matter of fact, the person you are looking for.
Oh? He, like, leans back, like, kind of, like, turns around and, like, leans on the bar, on his chair, and he's like, maybe you are. Prove it.
What's the paladin's name again?
Petra?
No, the other one. The one that he doesn't like,
Ida.
apparently.
Ida. Mhm.
Ida sent us.
He sits up very, very straight. Go ahead and he looks at you. Go ahead and roll deception. Because that is definitely a lie. Whoa, it's really good. And even for a bar, he still only rolled a 4. Plus, yeah, it's still, he can't make it. What does she want?
The package?
It doesn't belong to her. That much I know.
Well, that's not really my problem. I'm just supposed to collect the package, you know. You know how she can be.
It's another deception roll. Okay. Alright. He's like, I know it's not for her because of who she is. She doesn't need this package because she already has the means for what it does. So why did Ida send you again?
Because
How do you know Ida? What do you know about her?
well, we know a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
She likes brothels. She may or may not be an oathbreaker.
Definitely is. Can't blame her.
Maybe if we could make her more aware of the nature of the package, she would, maybe be less insistent on retrieving it.
Bless this party. And he's just like, she doesn't need this. So she has the I know she doesn't need this. So I don't know why you guys are insisting that she needs this package. Does she just want you to take it from me? Is that Is that it? Are you trying to steal the package on Ida's behalf from me?
Well, see, if we were trying to steal it, why would we be talking to you? We could
Because
just, no, steal it.
I was nice to you. You don't even know where the package is or what it is to steal it.
As far as you know.
Look, if she really doesn't need it, we could tell her, but she won't take. She just doesn't need it for an answer. We need to.
That sounds like
we need to know why she doesn't need it.
That sounds like a you problem. And I told you why she doesn't need it, because she already has the means of what this package does for herself already.
Yeah, but she doesn't care about that. She's paid us money and we're supposed to get this package for her, so...
No. It's not yours.
It's not yours either.
It's my job to make sure it gets to the right person.
I mean... I could be the right person. How much money does it cost to become the right person?
How much money you got?
I got 3 gold.
Definitely not enough.
Well, how much you want for your package, damn it?
Listen. He just leans in. The person who gave me this job is my goddamn mom. I can't give it to the wrong person.
Who exactly is your mom?
It's none of your business, man. It's my mom. Like...
I mean, you're the one who brought her up.
Yeah. And I'm just saying, she's the one who gave me the job. And I'm just saying, I have to give it to a person, and you're not them. I would have gotten a sign.
Is this person angelic in nature? Possibly very murderous?
What? What in the world would make you believe? That is a very specific criteria. Like, what? Insight that.
I have no insight.
You have no insight. Oh, but Mal, he looks genuinely surprised that Petra got something incredibly accurate.
I think you're on the right track there, Petra.
Okay, so we know who you're sending the package to. We've met her. She did in fact save our lives. Once. She also murdered a friend, but that's entirely beyond the point.
You're my mom?
More accurately,
That's weird.
Wait, what?
What? That's weird.
Your mom is... Wait, are you giving the present
What?
to your mom? I'm so
No,
confused.
I'm not giving anything to my mom. Like, that's weird.
Wait, what are we talking about now?
I have no idea what. I have no idea. Listen. The package is not for you, but I got a package if you want that instead.
Like the less beefy package, please.
Hey, at least you know there's a lot going on. This package isn't for you. Anything else you guys want?
Nah, I got a kid and a cow to take care of.
That was a cute kid, and she had a really cute cow. Like, he gets kind of like this little dreamy look on his face. Which kind of reminds me of my kid.
Aw, you have a kid?
I have a kid. I pay a lot of child support.
I'm gonna go bed.
Cool. Nice.
Good
nice.
idea.
Nice to meet y'all. All right. As you guys go to bed, let's cut back to Arissa. Arissa, you're being led by, we'll just say his name is Dylan because I don't remember what his name was, by Officer Dylan through a residential area to essentially it's kind of like, I don't know if y'all have ever been to like New Orleans, but there's just like shops at the bottom with like apartments on top of it, sort of thing, like loft style apartments. He leads you there, kind of like in the back alleys, and there's a couple of guards standing watch. They're supposed to be non-conspicuous in sort of like the back gate, and he does these weird little hand signal signs, and they nod and they let him in, and he leads you upstairs, knocks on the door, and is like Priestess Luminera, I believe that was her name.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look real quick. I have all of my notes here from all of my games. Yep, Luminaria. Mrs. Cornhub, Ms. Mix, how do you... Arissa's here. She's got a present for you. They've returned from Greymore. The door opens, and you see this high elf priestess, Saloon, that you remember as Lunera, and she lets you into thing, and she's like, please come in. It is, what news do you have of my priest that was murdered?
We should talk. I brought you a gift.
Oh?
Yes. The bard baked it. I'm not much of a cook myself.
Oh. And she looks at this pie, I'm assuming. Thank you. Okay. And she sets it on the table and offers for you to sit with her.
I'll sit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if we have some of it? I didn't have a really big dinner. I'm still quite peckish.
Oh, I suppose so. And she looks around, realizing that there's no one here to actually, like, cater to her. So she has to, like, go and, like, find knives and a saucer and some forks and she cuts each of you a slice, but, like, looks onto you, expectingly, like, to tell news of the, oh, it smells delicious, though, of the priest.
Yes, Melody is quite a good cook. I think she can open her own bakery.
Oh.
Anyways, I'll regale what we've learned and stuff like that, and what we learned about the priest, about the werewolves and werehogs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you tell them about the assassin, the actual, like, assassins?
Yeah, I will relay that because we want transparency with this priest. And I'll say, it seems strange, but I assume this is a natural thing within your pantheons.
She holds up her first bite to her fork, and she's like, gods that want to take over. It's very strange. And she bites onto the pie. It's just delicious. She swallows it and takes a sip of hot tea that she also had ready. Very delicious. And Arissa, go and roll perception for me, please.
Yes.
Oh, man, a 7.
That one.
That one with the 7. You don't notice anything as she begins to kind of talk to you about what's going on. Takes a second bite, takes a third bite, and then just doesn't seem well for a moment. And in mid-sentence, keels over.
I just watch her quietly.
Officer Dillon freaks the fuck out. like goes and like runs over to her, like checks her, and he's like, she's dead. She's dead. He looks at the pie and like looks at you. See if he's smart enough to insight this shit. Nope. No.
I'll just stand up and go over and check for myself.
She is dead.
How unfortunate.
We need to go tell Albert right now. We need to. Let's go. Come on. We need to. Have
I'll
the gun.
grab the officer and just pull him close. You need to be calm about this, officer.
Okay. Okay.
Sit in my seat and I will lay her body out so it doesn't seem
Oh God.
uncouth towards her people.
Do you mind if I have a bite of this pie? My blood sugar is really low.
And I was told nobody else but the priestess, right?
And you kind of get why now nobody else but the priestess. So this is the task has been complete, so it's up to you on whether or not you're gonna let this officer
You
eat
know
this
what?
pie.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him eat it. Frame him for the job. I'm not playing an evil character.
he
I am now.
Yeah, he takes, you're like, yeah, absolutely. He's like, oh, thank goodness. Oh, it's just really, and he dies. And he
I
dies.
just look at the two bodies and arrange it so it looks like he did it. Like
Okay.
he killed her.
Okay. Great. And there's still those two guards at the gate entrance. Are you gonna try and go past them? Or are you gonna try to sneak out? How are you gonna try to get out of this situation?
Well, they saw me come in, right?
Yep.
I will actually take my dagger, and because I made it look like he's done it, I'll upturn a few things and stuff, and I will actually stab myself to make it look like the officer did it.
Okay.
I'll take whatever damage I need to take.
Yeah, you can stab yourself. If it's a dagger, it's a D4 plus your dex or your strength.
Yeah, I think I have it. Yeah, I just have it. So.
As you stab yourself.
Yeah, stab myself.
Yeah.
Take the 5
Okay.
piercings and stuff. Rough myself a bit more, and then at the very last moment, I'll make something sound like it's crashing, and then I'll shout for help to draw the guards in.
Go
and be on the
ahead.
floor, bleeding.
Yeah. Alright, the two guards rush up and they see the scene and they check both the officer first and the priestess, and one of them goes to you, and it's like, tell us what happened.
Your officer just went crazy. I was talking to the priest, delivering this information from what we learned, and he just went nuts. I showed my stab wound, my roughed up marks, and everything. I could not stop this. I'm
just
sorry.
try and deceive.
This advantage on deception?
Yeah, I'll let you have it.
Amazing.
I'll let you have it.
Okay.
It's a 19.
19.
Yeah, as far as from him and then from the other one, they both believe you, and they're like, we have to report this immediately to Alba. Do you need assistance? Do you need, and he like slaps like a cure wounds on you,
Yeah.
to
Thank
heal you. We
I
need
had
you.
gone into the bathroom and he just went nuts when I came out.
And he stabbed you, and then
He tried to cripple me, but by the time I came back, the priestess was dead.
And so was he. A murder-suicide of the priestess. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever! Like, can you roll me an insight real quick?
Mm-hmm. Inside, 22.
So you know that probably these guys aren't smart enough to figure it out, but once the detective is on the scene, considering there's a pie there, half eaten, and he knew you had this pie, like, it's gonna be impossible to convince him otherwise, so you might want to get out of here as quick as possible.
Right. I'll tell the 2 guards, go on ahead, as I'm still just kind of wrapping my side. I don't need help and stuff.
One of the guards is going to leave, the other is going to stay at the scene. So, the one that's leaving is going to suggest you come with him so that you can explain what happened as a witness.
Think about it in this way. I should go tell my companions. Your detective can meet us at... I'll give the brothel name and then correct myself, saying, no, they would have left their rear out and tell them the tavern name.
Okay. Alright, cool. With that, you, able to convince him. He's like, okay, yes, because it's such a disarray, like, they were supposed to protect, and now it's attack, and assassinations are happening. The priest says, oh man, alright, you're able to convince him to separate from you. You go back to the tavern, I'm assuming. Well, where do you go?
Yeah, I'll go back to the tavern to find my companions.
All of your friends have turned in for the night.
Is my shot glass still there?
Yes.
I'll take my shot and drink it.
And then from behind you, you hear, hey.
Turn around.
It's
Yes.
the bard. And, he gives you a bag. I'm supposed to give you this.
Take it. What is it?
I'm just supposed to give it to you.
All right. I need a favor from you.
Okay.
There will be a detective searching for me. Distract them. That's all you need to do.
He flexes, not a problem.
I'll give him 5 gold. All your troubles.
Appreciate it. Okay.
Head upstairs, and I'll open the bag as I walk towards my room.
So, in the bag, there is, a few crystals. Look like they're sort of chipped off of something, like a larger crystal, and if you look inside of it, inside the crystal, there seems to be... The crystals themselves aren't amber, but it's almost as if there's just like almost like fossilized leaves or tree bark inside of the crystals.
Examine it for a bit before I put it back and knock on my companion's doors.
Which one? I think they all had their own room.
I think I'll go to Mal's first, or
Okay.
what I think is Mal's door first.
Yeah. Probably the same rooms that you had before. So, Mal, there's a knock on the door. Are you asleep yet?
Yeah?
Okay, so roll perception at disadvantage for me, please. There's a dog right there.
There is.
Yes, 16, someone's knocking at your door, wakes you up.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the door and open it and be like, why did you wake me up?
The priestess is dead.
Okay, and? How does this concern me?
Because they'll come for us.
Us? I haven't done anything. I was teaching a kid how to read.
Yes. we should go.
Well, you should probably get everybody else together first.
Yes.
I'll
Did you
gather
teach
the
her how to
child and the
read?
drunk cow and
The cow is gonna need a shot to like a Bloody Mary when it wakes up. What?
to get the cow and the kid all together so we can get moving, I guess.
Get moving.
Thank you, Mal. I am concerned you've not questioned me further, but I accept it as a rare gift.
I just woke up. It's too early for this.
Oh, go knock on the other doors.
Alright, everyone just roll your perception at disadvantage to see if you hear the thing. Melody hears you and wakes up easily.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Petra does not wake up. Tall, can you go ahead and roll perception at disadvantage for me, please? Unless, Petra, if you're not asleep. Like, are you asleep yet? You're asleep? Yeah, you don't. Lich, are you there?
Just a second.
Oh, okay.
Roll 20, Crass.
Oh, okay. Understandable. Understandable. There you go. Yeah, 14, you wake up. Everyone but Petra is able to wake up right away. So how do you guys get Petra up, or do you get Petra up?
Can I go wake Petra up?
Please, go wake the paladin up.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to Petra's room and then I'm gonna tickle her nose with my tail.
Are you gonna... Petra, is your door locked?
What was that?
No, it's not locked.
You just walk... Yeah, Petra did not lock her door. So, yeah, no, Petra, go ahead and just roll a normal... Not, you wake up, fuck it. You just wake up to a sneeze.
I am very confused as to what you're doing. Is this some sort of... Is this a cat thing? What?
Is this a sexual
What is-
thing?
Are you hitting on me right now? Is this what's happening?
I just wanted to wake you up. Apparently, Arissa killed somebody and we gotta move.
Oh, so our poisoning went well. Who'd she kill?
Apparently.
Who did she
Who'd
kill?
she kill?
Priestess.
The High Priestess
Oh,
of
okay,
Saloon.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we should probably head out then.
Mm-hmm. I got the cow and the kid ready.
Okay, that's good. Let's head out.
Alright.
Kane is just hungover because he has like half the drinking constitution of everybody else.
Yeah.
And so he's just woken up and like doesn't care what's going on. He just knows it's time to move and is just groggy as fuck.
I won't even leave a note for the detective of what really happened at Greymore. Just like, whatever, let's go.
You leave a note?
Like, here's what happened at Greymore, but then I crumple it up and throw it away.
Gotcha.
He doesn't even know.
Yep, as you guys leave, Gray sort of salutes you. It's like, good luck!
Thank you for this.
You could still give us that package. We might need it.
Already
You weren't a
gave...
very good bard.
I take that to heart. I am an excellent bard.
Most excellent. Let's go to Vesque.
You need a new sound.
No, I don't think so. Maybe when someone helps cure my depression, I'll have a new sound. Until then, see you later.
We'll leave the city, get our cart, horses and stuff. Or, did we have horses and carts? I don't know.
No, there's no horses, there's no carts. You just go into the night.
A cow.
Petra has a horse.
We have a cow.
Petra has a small horse.
That's right.
Alright.
Petra has a small angelic steed. All right, y'all get into the night, into the city. We're gonna have you guys roll some, essentially some stealth checks for whatever you want to do, because you're now by the time the sun rises, you guys are gonna be wanted. So
I Grand Theft Auto us up to 5 stars.
yeah. Ooh, a 7. I'm gonna roll for now.
Stealth.
hmm
6.
Oh man. Whew. So.
What is Mrs. Clink Clink Girl?
Oh.
14.
14.
Paladin's actually stealthy for once.
Yeah, you are stealthy for once. And so is the clickety clackety paladin. However, the warlock and the monk aren't being very stealthy. Maybe it's because they're trying to usher a fucking drunk cow around.
Yep.
And at one point, so go ahead, narrate for me, you guys. Where do you plan on going? How do you plan on getting there? Are you trying to leave the city? Are you trying to hide inside the city? Are you trying to get to the city underground? What is your plan to evading? And I'll figure out the outcome based on these rolls.
So, Arissa, did you have a plan for, the escape? Since you're the one who killed the lady?
You
To
killed
be
her?
honest, I didn't kill anybody, small child. And no, Melody, I am not a murderer without cause. So yes, I had a plan.
Was it Tease It?
I was just gonna leave you here, honestly, and let you take the fall. But since I like you all, we're going to the underground. Let's go.
Okie dokie, I guess. Rather
Yes.
not get hanged, so.
Mm-hmm.
I do
You've
not
proven
enjoy hanging.
yourself worthy.
Okay. You guys head towards essentially the gang square of this city. At one point, sort of right before you guys enter this part of town, you hear the braying of a horse. And you hear an officer who is riding on top of the horse tell you to halt as you have been spotted, but I'm assuming you don't halt.
No.
So you are spotted by the police going into this territory. They full well know they can't go there, but they know that you're there. This place is surprisingly one of the cleanest places in the city. There seems to be a few, businesses here that are all essentially just your headquarters for your various gangs. Smugglers, slave traders, whatever, but they make good money and they want their area kept clean, and this is their neutral zone. You can roll. Well, Petra, earlier you got that really, really high nat 20. So if you would like to roll on an intelligence check, or an insight, even if you're better at it, I don't know, because you're a paladin with weird stats, just to see what you know about the rules of this place. You're muted. 17. Alright. You know that gangs aren't allowed to attack each other in this area. If you're not a member of the gang here, and you're here to maybe look for a job or whatnot, you know that gangs aren't allowed to snipe each other, snipe patrons from each other, but they are allowed to kill you if you cause trouble. Kind of thing. It's that unspoken rule. Are you guys looking for any place in particular?
maybe a place to stay,
Okay.
a bed. That would be nice. We might need one.
All right.
Does Kane know the entrance to the Underdark? Because that would be a possible exit.
There's, as far as you know, there's no entrance to the Underdark in Reno.
As far as I know, okay.
Yeah. There are 2 entrances that are known. Orisa knows of one, and a secret entrance, essentially. And there's the main entrance, which you probably came out of, that's in Bog Boar, I believe. Let me look at my map real quick. No, because Bog Boar is where Orisa's from. The official entrance to the Underdark is in Kerboldare, which is in Dwarf Country, which is south of you guys. Yeah. Are you guys again? Is there anything in particular?
Is there a brothel? Brothels don't ask questions, so that's Marissa's logic.
There is definitely a brothel. It's not the Succulent Peach, but there is brothel.
Alright. I'll lead them towards that.
Cool. We will call this one. Let's write it down. We'll call this one Mother's Milk. That's the name of this brothel. Yeah, you go inside this brothel. It's definitely not the Succulent Peach, but it also sort of it doubles as a tavern, right? There's a bar where patrons can kind of sit and wait. There, behind the counter, in front of the counter in like the foyer, there's like a waiting area with some fluffy couches and some beverages and a naked man going around passing out drinks, and behind the counter there is we will say a wood elf, and she looks upon you. It's like, hello, welcome to Mother's Milk. How may we be of service to you today?
We want discretion.
Absolutely.
This was a terrible idea.
We value in the highest levels of discretion.
Good. We don't want to be here, as in we were never here.
Understandable. Discretion costs money, though. How much do you have to pay for such discretion?
How much will it cost us?
For all of you, including the child and the bovine?
Yes.
25 gold.
I'll lay down 15.
You are 10 short.
Look to my companions.
Right, alright. I'll cop up the other 10.
Excellent. The most discreet rooms are at the very top. Here's your key. Would you like any companions for you today?
Our companions will be made to distract should anybody come looking for us.
Absolutely.
Thank you. You're a wonderful host.
You're a wonderful guest. Please have a good night.
Thank you. Take the cow, the child, and the group to our room.
As you guys go upstairs, oddly enough, standing in the hallway are 2 familiar faces. One is
Kevin?
it's not Kevin. Poor Kevin. No, it happens to be Ida and Ryu.
This is a joyous occasion, I hope.
They both kind of look at you, and not really, says Ida. I hope never to see her face ever again in my life. But here she is.
Why do we keep meeting?
I don't know. Wait, who are you? Ida
My
is...
halfling friend.
Ida is a much taller than Ryu is, but she is Japanese coded, and she has there goes my connection to Roll20. It just burped. She has a much more paladin physique. She's well armored. Carries a big old bastard sword. But yeah, they were having what was a discreet conversation, because someone also needed discretion. You guys can roll perception.
Let me get my real dice.
9.
9? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
14. 9. Okay. Mal, what did you got? You got me. If it's behaving for you.
It is. It says 10.
Oh, does it? It just hasn't popped up on mine yet. There it goes. And tall.
4 minus 1.
-3. Okay. Petra, that wound's gone.
You've healed well.
Yeah. I had to ask help from a paladin that knew what she was doing.
Knowing what you're doing and having the strength to do so are not always the same thing.
They both turn to look down at you like, sure.
That is very wise, Patrick.
If you say so. Ida. And she nods and leaves, and your Oathbreaker friend is there. Nobody comes to this floor unless they don't want to be found. What did you all do?
We met a bard named Greg.
Gray?
Greg. Whatever, I kept hearing Greg, so that's
Oh, I thought he was Greg. Too.
Gray.
Alright, we met a bard named Gray and we got into some trouble with him.
More accurately, we got you in some trouble with him. Is probably
Yeah.
more accurate.
I specifically told you not to bother the bard.
Well, you know what? I heard some things from the bartender and I got curious.
I
Yes.
explicitly said I was not going to do that.
What I've done pales in comparison now.
Yeah, this one poisoned the High Priestess.
I did.
Did you just assassinate the person that sent you on investigating with assassinations?
I
Rista
did.
did, not all of us.
We are all implicated in this.
It was just Arissa.
Oh no, Melody baked that pie.
It's also Melody.
Who is a fucking noble. So there's that. Great. Well, good luck with that, team.
What are you doing here?
I have a room here.
Okay.
Like a
Meet our
constant...
daughter and our cow.
You have a daughter and a cow now.
Point to them.
Well, that's okay. So, and she's gonna usher you into her room, and it's built more like an apartment than it is a brothel suite. You have a feeling she just fucking lives here. Like, or at least is renting it to live here for some time being. Why did you assassinate the priestess?
Because it came from an order.
From who?
The god I worship.
What god is that?
Death.
I guess that makes sense.
Awfully
Yes.
nihilistic.
Could you be a little more specific? There are an awful lot of gods of death.
Well, there is one in particular that seems to want to be assassinating the other gods.
Yes. Anyways, it was good to see you. You look well.
Thanks, I was fine until my, I guess say old friend decided to stop by for some help. And she seems very... The way she says old friend is out of spite.
Your friend saved us from Malar.
That's very nice of her, I guess.
Yes.
Roll insight. Seven, 13, 15.
Anybody else?
Yeah. What about Petra? You want to roll an insight? 17. Alright, all of you guys who rolled over a 12, so not Arissa. There's a strange hint of jealousy coming from her. From Ida.
How is it that you know Ryu?
Oh, she gave you that name. We used to serve the same god.
Mm. So,
Can I just blurt out what I'm thinking?
Yeah, no one's gonna stop you.
Oh, I get it. You're the reason she's an oathbreaker.
Is she the reason? No, I'm the reason I'm an oathbreaker. She's definitely not the reason I'm an oathbreaker. She might be the reason I'm an oathbreaker.
I see.
She... The god that we used to worship, and she's gonna look at Arissa, just... is our ancestor. And he normally does not take kindly to people who leave. In fact,
Most
he
gods don't.
sends his cronies to assassinate those who leave him.
That's slightly less common.
Not her, though. She apparently gets a free pass.
Or she's still useful until she's not.
Roll a persuasion.
Yeah, 15.
15. She's an oathbreaker. I don't question Azrael's motives or the motives of the mother and father anymore. She just owes me now. But it isn't fair that she gets a free pass, while the rest of the dissenters get hunted. And then they'll look at you, Arissa. She's gonna look at you. You and your god can leave now.
Bow my head and turn. I hope to never see your name on my list then.
Yeah, likewise. and you guys go into your room, which are weighted by a various of different males and females, and they're like, "We heard you needed a distraction."
I look to them. Not with us, but we appreciate your commerce. We need people not to find us.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how clothed were they?
Like 10 being clothed,
Yes.
-2.
Okay.
If people's come searching for us, we are not here, and you will gain your patron's coin. Should you make sure they never find us?
Oh, okay, haha, giggles and they leave.
Also put on a shirt. Maybe some pants.
That is not their job, Petra. They do not need to. As I go into the room.
Their job is the complete opposite of putting on pants. Like,
Petra, we're
Please?
gonna have a conversation about how sex work is work.
I'm aware. Just
Are you afraid of the naked body, Petra?
not afraid, merely uncomfortable.
First of all,
Is that-
do you not believe a fighter is selling his body?
well, you sell your body all the time, Tall. We bet on you when you go into pit fights.
Kate just goes, oh,
oh no.
and just forgets about it a second later.
What?
You've hefted me a good source of coin, and I expect you to keep it up.
By betting for him or against him? I'm curious.
It depends on his opponent.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now, get to sleep as I put the child into bed, pull the covers over her, and read her a nighttime book as if I hadn't murdered someone only about an hour or so earlier.
Alright, you guys, I say you won't have any level of exhaustion. You'll get the benefits of the long rest until morning comes. But people do know that you're here, at least in this area. I'm gonna have another ad break and go to the bathroom, and you guys can plan how you want to escape this city. Let's do that. Gotta pee, gotta pee.
How are we gonna escape? We just sneak through the underground and get out? Muted.
The problem is, we're gonna have to go through the rest of the city to get out.
Yes. We could take the sewers.
That seems extremely undignified.
We're already in an undignified place. I mean, we can't get any more undignified. If we have disguise or alter self, we could probably sneak through just fine. But we also have a cow and a child that's pretty recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we were spotted on the way out, so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
they're aware we have a child and a cow.
Yep. They know that you're in this district.
Mhm.
Okay. Hi, we're back. Well, Mal's not back, so I'll wait for her to get back.
Mhm. Would there be a sewer system in Reno?
Yep.
Okay. I was just wondering how advanced the
Oh,
city
yeah.
was. Yeah. Yeah. Probably just escape through the sewer system. Go that way. Since Reno's kind of on the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Just follow the sewer system to the sea. Get out that way.
Sounds like a plan.
Decided how we're getting out of here.
Yes, we're gonna go into the sewer system and go out towards the sea, and then escape via the sea.
That means lots of water.
Yes.
Is anyone here capable of breathing water?
I can for about a minute. As long as I hold my breath.
That was not what I meant.
The answer is pretty much no.
Yeah. No.
I am a cat. I am not going in the water. Thank you very much.
Most of us have a movement speed if half by swimming can still do alright except you, who is in heavy armor and slow.
Correct.
I think you will sink.
Yeah,
Yes.
she would definitely sink.
But our
You
problem
Or
is
you're-
if we
proceeded to
escape
it
through
to
the
a god.
sewers
You
and we
are
end up
going
in
to
the
have,
ocean.
You are going to have to Jack Sparrow it. The canoe.
The alternate plan is to play dumb or to hire somebody to smuggle us out. And if you have a coin, please tell me as I paid for safety along with Mao for the evening.
Yeah, smuggling's expensive.
It's very expensive.
There are professional smugglers in this town.
There are.
Mhm.
We do not have the money to hire them.
Maybe we could
Alright.
barter.
What would you barter, Mao?
What, the himbo?
Maybe. Maybe they need us to smuggle something within the city. I don't know.
The point is to get out of the city, not to stay in it.
Or maybe they need something else that also needs to go out of the city and could use people to protect it.
Now you're thinking.
I get there. It just takes me a minute.
Yes.
Another idea, we could also turn in Arissa and then make our escape during that period.
Oh, I've already thrown you all under the cart. You are implicated with me.
It was a thought.
Besides, Melody's in wrapped up in this, and we should make sure her name is cleanish.
Oh no, what are my parents gonna think?
That somebody horrible roped you into something awful that you had no awareness of.
No.
Exactly what happened.
That is exactly what happened.
Alright, so what are we gonna do? Are we gonna do the sewers or are we gonna try our hands at being charismatic?
I will see if we can convince somebody to hire us on as bodyguards
Okay.
to get us out of the city.
Sounds like a good idea.
Alright.
Sounds less watery to me.
Is there like a dockish area, like a port dock,
Mm-hmm.
shipping
You can-
warehouse area?
I would also say that you would probably know, like, the front desk of the brothel could probably give you information to who you might need to talk to.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. I'll go talk to the host then.
Mm-hmm. I have corn nuts in my mouth. Same wood elf.
Okay.
Hello there. I hope that your time was pleasant with us. Did you find it adequate?
Most pleasant.
Is there anything else I could help you with today?
If you have any less than scrupulous people who need things to be moved out of your city,
I'm
We're
pretty
looking
sure
to
in this
be-
particular area they're just called people.
I'm being subtle, Petra. There are many eyes and ears around us.
I'm aware.
Good. less than scrupulous people who need product or items moved out or bodyguards to guard such items outside without being noticed.
You would probably like to talk to Master Meraki at the Black Bamboo.
Thank you. You're a very generous host.
You're welcome. I hope you have a pleasant day.
Yes. We were never here.
Who?
Unfortunately, we can't leave a 5-star review.
That's okay.
Yeah, Pedro had an issue with all the nudity.
I mean,
3 stars. Too much nudity.
I'll just give my head bow to the host and thank her once again, and give directions to the Black Bamboo. Go there.
So you guys, it's in the same, like, square that you were in. Sure, like, kind of like it's a single-story building, and sure enough, there's, like, a black bamboo growing in, like, the front garden, and, excuse me, on the, like, with the signage, it says black, and then there's a panda bamboo. And y'all all sort of walk in, I'm guessing. And the scent of delicious noodles waft your face, as this is a noodle shop. And there are various thugs eating at this noodle bar. They all turn to look at you. They all turn back to their noodles.
I just kind of gesture to a table, and I assume it's a net table service sort of thing? Alright. We'll sit down.
I'm gonna chew and then I'm gonna start role-playing.
Okay.
It's lunchtime, so, like, I have my trail mix here that I'm just foraging off of. One of the thugs, a human, stands up and goes over and stands, and it's like, only members of this clan drink and eat our noodles. Can I help you?
You'll look up to him. We're hiring. Or we're looking for a job. We need the expertise of your master.
We're not here for the noodles.
Can I have some noodles anyway? Because
No.
they smell really good.
No one's having noodles.
They're the best noodles in all of Reno.
Noodles for my
Maybe if we do a good
companions.
job, we can have some noodles.
Can she have some noodles?
If Master Meraki decides to speak with you, then you will have noodles.
Yay!
Can we get some juice or water for our child and a beer for the cow?
He's like, a beer for the cow?
It functions better when drunk.
It does.
We have a bear like that, so I understand.
I'm glad you understand. We don't know how to curb its appetite, but we're working on it. We don't have a Cows Anonymous for it yet.
Maybe the cow and the bear can start something.
They should get together and talk it out.
Sort of leaves you. You're brought water in a rice, like a Sapporo, for for the cow. She seems a little disappointed that it's not like a big thick ale, but we'll accept it. And the guy will come back, and he's like, the master will see you now. And he sort of guides you, kind of like, through the restaurant, behind some sliding paper doors, tatami. And there you see, like, sitting at a table, just in a robe, a large man. He's blue-skinned with tusk and horns, dressed in a robe with a panda next to him. You guys can roll an Arcana. Actually, Petra. Hold on a second. Are you okay, Jin? Like...
Sorry, the image is just very funny in my head.
I mean, I understand. Yeah. He's not classified. He's a giant. He's large. Y'all can roll just a general intelligence check if you want to know what this bro is.
Do that, bro.
Oh. He's it's an Oni. He's an Oni. With his panda lapping at warm sake. Like, he puts his little sake cup down. Several bowls of noodles are laid out for all of you. He's like, so, I hear that the murderers of a priestess came knocking at my door for a job.
Note, only 2 murderers of the priestess. The rest of us were not involved.
They are involved by simply association.
Well then,
These are some really good noodles, though. I'm really enjoying them.
they're my mother's recipe, thank you. The panda
Give a
goes,
bow in my head, and I'll sit so I'm lower than him, like on my knees, so it's like respectfully. Just have on my like, bow and say, yes, we need to leave the city and hope you have work that provides us a way out.
I could provide you a way out. What's in it for me and my clan?
Your goods are smuggled out. You don't have to pay us. And we don't ask questions about where or why it's going to its destination.
Or what?
As
Or
long
what?
as it doesn't bring us more trouble, we don't care.
Persuasion check, please.
$18.
Okay. Before you do that, I have one task for you to handle. Sort of prove your worth to me. There's a dwarf in town that's been harassing me. I need you to take his book.
His book.
Yes.
And I assume you want him alive.
I don't give a shit about the dwarf. Just take his book. Destroy his book.
Can we have a
Where-
name?
His name is Hadrick. You can see Melody kind of perk up. Hadrick Copperhide. He's a low-born dwarf noble. And I'm in his book of grudges. He can't keep up with the book of grudges if he doesn't have his book, correct?
Correct.
Alright then.
That makes sense.
Where can we find him?
Follow the screaming kobolds.
All right. Just bow, get up on my feet. Thank you for the noodles.
You're welcome. And
A free breakfast is the best breakfast.
I'm a
Well,
hospitable
free
host.
is relative.
I'm a hospitable host. And I think with that, I'm getting a little tired and a little hungry here, as you guys are given your mission to find this Book of Grudges and take it from a dwarf. Nick looked at me. And he's shaking his head. What, Nick? What?
Fucking insane.
Oh, before we sign off,
Yeah?
could I, during the previous night, look up what these crystals were?
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah.
That is an Arcana check, please.
13.
Okay. Would your character know what waystones are?
She might be familiar with the concept, but not what they look like.
These are used in some sort of teleportation as a component to a some sort of teleportation magic. Or even a plane shift. Mm-hmm. And since we're just backtracking a little bit, everyone, you're all in the same room, so I would like everyone to roll perception with disadvantage if you are awake or not awake. To see if you noticed. 13. What's like your passive stealth, Arissa?
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
My passive stealth, it's just my stealth plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay. So you had two people, one person meet that, which is Mal. And I will let Mal decide how she wants to, if, as you guys are leaving to go find this dwarf, Mal, do you want to bring it up, or is that, no? Because you were very curious about the packages, and now Arissa has the package.
We open it?
I've opened it.
What's inside?
Meditation crystals. I ordered some a while back.
No, they're not. Or more accurately, you didn't order them a while back. They might actually be meditation crystals. I'm not entirely sure, but the part about ordering them a while back is definitely false.
Oh, so they're just meditation crystals?
Yes.
I don't think I really have any reason not to believe her, so I'll just believe her.
I just pat Mal on the head. Your allotment to drinking can go up to 10.
Yay!
You're a good cat. You, Petra, however, are revoked down to 3 drinks.
Okay.
That's less than the cow.
I'm aware. The cow needs the drinks more than I do.
And, with that, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you, everyone, for coming and showing and coming and showing up. Sorry, I am kind of losing my steam here. So, plus, regardless, somehow this encounter is going to end in stuff that I cannot do within 20 minutes anyway. So, I had no idea where you guys were going, what you were doing, how you were doing it. So, there was just a lot of me reacting, the world reacting to y'all this time around. So, and some information dump and some connections, and Arissa is, yeah, you guys are now involved in an assassination that was successful.
You're wanted criminals.
Yep, you're wanted now. As far as the rest of the week goes on the channel, you can catch us in a few more hours at 6 o'clock p.m., which is 4 hours and 22 minutes from now, with Revenge of the Gith, as we're in the Underdark, and there is a horde of undead. It'd be really nice if we had a paladin in that moment. But he's also...
Oh, right, the other paladin also.
Yeah, there's no paladins. So we're going to be dealing
How'd
with
you
that.
go from all paladins to no paladins?
I know, all paladins to no paladins. Now we made up for it for now we're all druids, like, in that game. And fighters. There's 2 fighters and 2 druids, a wizard and a machinist. So you can catch that going on tonight. Later on, I'll put on black lipstick to really get into that. But as far as the rest of the week goes, that's kind of all we got. We're in a transitional period, taking a break between seasons of other games. There will be an announcement probably this Sunday about a new game that we're going to be presenting in a couple of weeks. And also Sunday, you can catch me on Nerdly Gaming, where I play my tiny little water Nova ninja in our mass campaign called Hero Complex. So that's me. Let's go around. Everyone else, tell us where we can find you on the internet and all of those good things, and we will start with Omega.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be on the internet much in the next couple of weeks. I'm trying not to live here anymore. So that's that. Other than that, you'll find me on Twitter. There's a thing. Yeah.
Awesome.
This game's great.
I'm glad. I try. Lich.
You can find me here at Litsmash on Twitter and at, twitchtv.litsmash. So, check me out those 3 places. Mostly here, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
Always hanging around at my house. Alright. Fairy.
Alright, so I'm Fairy Zarina, and you can find me on Twitch and Instagram and Facebook and all that fun stuff. And yeah.
And of course, Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. So this is... Marissa's not evil, just so you know. She's just following the orders of her god. That's it.
That gives her
I
power.
know. Yes, she could lose her power. But you can find me here every other Wednesday. As Thursdays, every other Thursday, we are taking a break. And we'll get back to that in no time flat, I'm sure. And you can also find me over at the Hype Goblins channel. Just this Thursday, because we are switching over to once a week, which will be on Sundays now over at, I believe, either 1 or 2 BST, British Summertime, as that's where I am in the time zone of the world. And you can find me once a month over at Indoor Avengers channel, where I play Beltane Hawthorne, the mobster Faye, who is just trying to have a good time in the countryside of France. That's me.
Okay. And, Mitch, you couldn't join us today, but you be sure to follow her as well. She's a streamer. I think that's her command. There we go. There's her command. Be sure to join the Discord, get involved in some games, or just the community in general. Come hang out at my house. And with that, we will probably raid friend of the stream, RJ. Is streaming, so we're gonna go say hello to our friend RJ.
Love that.
Yeah, he totally will. Let's get him prompt up. There he is. He's playing Bloodstain, actually. Yeah, let's get some love over to RJ. We'll see you tonight for Revenge of the Gith, because that'll be exciting. But yeah, come on, prompt. Let's go. All right, bye everyone.